Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be making some short almond press-on nails that give kind of a spring beach vibe, so keep on watching to see how these nails turn out. I've already sized out my nails and stuff, so right now I'm just applying a base coat using Born Pretty's base gel and top coat set. This is a 15 milliliter bottle and it's lasting me a pretty good time. So yeah, definitely check out Born Pretty's products if you're interested. But I'm going to be applying one layer of this on each nail and then we'll go ahead and get started with our design. So the idea that came behind today's video was just simply the fact that we're pretty much in spring and we're slowly turning over into summer. So I really just kind of thought like, what if I do like a spring nail but also bring some beach along with it? And so I really love seashells and just everything beach related, even though crazy enough I haven't actually been to an actual beach, so hopefully I'll be able to do that soon. But yeah, that was pretty much the inspo. I just thought I want to do spring, but I also want to do kind of some water kind of design. So that's kind of where all of this kind of trickled down. I've actually done some water effect in the past. I did with some Born Pretty products. So check out that video if you didn't get to see it. But I just decided that I want to do it again. It's been about a year, I think, since I've done that. So I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to do it. So yeah, definitely check out that video if you haven't seen it. I'm starting off with my accent nail, so I'm using this color in the color Sun Kiss from Nail Haws. This is a beautiful orange. I thought it was perfect for a spring set, so here I am using it. But I'm just applying 2 coats of this, so you'll see me apply 1 coat, and then I'll cure it and then do the next coat. To start with the water effect, I am using this orange from Born Pretty Sea Glass Jelly Collection. This is a very nice orange. I use this too when I'm doing like tortoiseshell nails. So this is a perfect orange to have if you do not have a jelly orange. But I'm applying 2 coats of this. I feel like just doing 1 coat wouldn't have been enough, so I just ended up doing 2 coats of this. Next, I'm taking this jelly white, which is also from Born Pretty, And I'm going to apply a layer of this on those 2 layers that I just painted on. I'm so happy to have this color because the last time that I did this effect, I did have to mix a jelly white, and so it's nice to have a jelly white already mixed, because I don't have to do any other extra work. So this is just perfect for this nail art especially. So I'm not going to cure this just yet. The next step is to apply some dots of top coat. So again, I'm using Born Pretty's base gel and top coat set for this, and I'm putting some down on my nail palette. That way it's just easy for me to use a dotting tool and just add my dots. For this, you do want your dots to be pretty big, but not too big, because if they're too big, it's gonna mix together and it's just not gonna look much like water art. So you do kind of have to be strategic in how you're placing them and how you're sizing them. Once those are on, then you can cure them immediately after. I'm going to be doing this for the next few nails, so you can definitely skip past this to the next part if you feel like you've got it down, or feel free to continue watching and follow along with me as you do your own. For this nail, I'm planning to do a little bit of paint using that same bright orange that I used earlier, and I want to go over that watercolor effect that I just did. So in order to do that, I just put some down on my nail palette, and I'm using my nail art brush to paint on the design that I want. Now, initially you're going to see me have this design painted on, but I do end up getting rid of it because I just don't like how it turned out, and I did end up just redoing it off camera. So you will see me wipe it off, and then you'll see what I ended up doing instead right after. For the accent nail, I want to do some 3D nail art. So I put some rhinestone glue down on my nail palette, and I'm going to be doing the usual 3D nail art that you would typically see, where I just drag or like put a glob on and try to drag it to where it slowly or gradually gets smaller. And then I'm just going to cure it directly after. I'm going to do this a few times, and then I'm going to put some additional nail art and charms in the center. So these are the beachy kind of charms that I'm going to be using. I did get this from a polygel extension kit that I no longer have. So I'm going to be using this and just applying these little sea stars and a few of the little caviar beads that are inside. So I'm just applying a layer of top coat because this is basically going to be the top coat for the remainder of the nail. And I'm going to be putting the charm on directly after. I usually just do it this way, but if of course if you want your charms to stay on longer, then you would use a rhinestone glue or something. But I don't plan to keep these on, so it doesn't really matter too much. For the thumbnail, it's pretty much going to be the same thing. I'm going to be applying a sea star or a starfish, and I'm also going to be adding a little caviar bead. And I'm using a top coat again just to adhere my charms. For the index fingernail, I do have some flower charms that I want to use, and they're orange, so I thought they would go perfect with this nail set. So again, I'm just top coating the nail, and I'm going to adhere my flower charm. I'm going to put one kind of in the center of that design, and then I'm also going to be placing a pearl in the center of the flower. I love the idea of having pearls in this set, so I'm adding more pearls. I'm just going to be putting a couple on that area that I painted with that light orange, and that's pretty much going to be it for this nail. For the middle fingernail, I have some water droplet kind of charms that I'm going to be applying. So I'm going to top coat and then put those around the cuticle area of the nail just to follow along that curve. And for the pinky, I didn't add any charms. I love the water effect and I really want that to stand out on at least one of the nails. So I just end up top coating this one. I am going in and filing each nail. I did notice that there's a little bit of product around the edges, so I'm just going through and cleaning that up. And this is the finished nail set. I really love the accent nail. That is probably my favorite nail. But you guys let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.